Hi everyone, I'm Ed Bobeff. I'm the General Manager of Telstra Smart Home, and I'm also part of Telstra's new business team. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about Telstra's innovation journey, but particularly one of the innovations in the home, a recent one, the launch of Telstra Smart Home. And so before I talk about that though, I have another job, two really. I'm a father of 3 young boys and a husband to my beautiful wife, Katrina. We've had our smart home services at our house for over a year now. And they do great things. They make little changes in our home that have improved the way we enjoy life at home. And for some of them, they've also been life-changing. But a little bit about Telstra. I think you all know us. We've been around for a long time, since the 1850s. It's a company that's transformed itself many times over. In living memory for many of us here today, we introduced the mobile phones in the 80s and 90s, the internet, dial-up, then broadband, and now the Internet of Things, which smart home fits in. So innovation in big companies looks very different to what innovation might look like in other sectors. And so for a company like us, we assess hundreds of ideas every year, maybe even thousands. But for us, we're always looking at how can we earn a commercial return, so a different set of criteria to many other innovators. And so for something like smart home, it's technology that's been around for a little while now, for a few years, but what we've been able to do is bring that to market in Australia at a very affordable way. But what's more important is we think we've been able to do it in a way that customers will be really able to connect with. So what is a smart home? Well, it comes in 3 parts. Firstly, there's the devices. You have to have them around the home. Secondly, you have to have an app. So all of the devices, you can manage them from the app and set up rules. And third, there has to be a platform hosted in the cloud to allow all of those devices to work together. It sounds pretty techy, I know. But the devices, I'll touch on these. We've introduced 10 devices in the range to start with. We've got smart thermostats, lights, motion sensors, smart plugs, smart door locks, cameras, smart power plugs, and door sensors as well. So you have to have the devices, they're critical, but it's what you can do with them that really matters. So there are 5 things that we know our customers love doing with smart home. And so you can see them up on the screen there. And the way we see it, they range from the little things and for some customers up to the life-changing. So I'll start with pets. 40% of Australian homes have a pet. I'm always surprised at how many people come up to me and tell me they love being able to monitor their pet at home. I have a friend, she tells me their dog Whiskey, they now know for sure that Whiskey goes on the couch when they're not home. Here's the car drive out, Whiskey jumps onto the couch straight away. Whiskey, sadly, is no longer an indoor pet. So one of the little things, smart thermostats and smart plugs. With a thermostat, you can save a little bit on your energy bill. You can set it up so when there's motion in the home in the morning, the thermostat goes on, and if there's no motion after a period of time, say at 9 o'clock, the thermostat will go off, save you a bit. My favourite bit of a smart home, though, is being able to check on the kids. My 3 young boys, hands down, the best email I get every day is at around about 4 o'clock, comes into my inbox, and I can see that my boys are home safely. I just absolutely love it. On top of that, you can also check on your home when you're away. And so this is great if you can set up the system so if you're out of the house, if there's motion on your front porch or inside, you can get a message and you can see, is that someone that should be there or is it someone that I'm not sure about? And so now you can take action and do what you need to based on who's there. And then automations. I love being able to come home now, I open the door and the lights come on. For me, that's a little thing. But for the elderly or for customers that have a big challenge moving around the home, this is potentially life-changing, where they can just come into a room and the lights go on, or they can manage it from their app and turn the heating on without having to get up and move around. So that's just a few of the things that you can do with a smart home today, but we're looking at a whole host of new experiences that you'll be able to do in the not-too-distant future. And one of those that I'm super excited about is being able to control the system with voice. You've all heard about Siri, but being able to bring that into your home. So you'd be able to talk to the system and say, turn on the lights, turn on the thermostat. For me, that's a great little thing, and I can't wait to do that. But for someone who has challenges moving around in the home, again, it's potentially life-changing. And then the next area we're looking at is in music. So you could set up the system when you come home for the day, put on your favourite playlist. Just transform the way that you feel as you come in the door and help you relax into the night after a hard day at work. Similar to that, we're looking at TV as well, what you can do on the big screen. And so come home, have it turn on to whatever you like. Maybe it's ABC News 24 or Fox Sports, whatever you like when you come home. And a bit further down the track, you might have it so if someone rings the front doorbell, that picture will come up and you'll be able to see who's at the front door, and maybe using your remote, you'll just be able to push a button, open the door, and let someone come in. And then location services, something we're also looking at. So you could use the system to set it up in a way that when you nominate your work zone and when you leave work for the day, at the end of the day, say after 6 o'clock, have it so it automatically turns the heater on and you get home to a nice warm house. Very relevant coming into these cold winter days for us now. And so innovation comes in many different shapes and sizes, and you've seen some amazing presentations today. And so what I've talked about is just an example of how Telstra is commercialising innovation in the home. So, so you've heard a little bit about Telstra, a little bit about Telstra Smart Home, and a little bit about me. We're incredibly excited about what we've taken to the market just recently, and we're ecstatic about the future possibilities of what people will be able to do in their homes, from the little things to the life-changing. Thanks very much.